Hi friends, Guala here. We got a new moon coming up, a new moon in Leo. We know all new moons are for setting new intentions, new dreams, and new paths, new manifestations. But the Leo new moon is all about a new you. Time to create and dream and make changes you've been wanting to make. I recently got a new deck of cards, the Wild Unknown Archetypes by Krans. You probably know her animal deck and her tarot deck, but in this deck she talks about the archetypes of the many sides of yourself, and where the settings, archetypal settings, archetypal tools, and then archetypal initiations, she calls them, or major life occurrences that actually cause us to change. So I thought it'd be fun to try out. This is the signature reading for the deck that she suggests. And to do this, you separate the deck into 4 different piles. The first pile being the Who. This is one of the many sides of the self. And this is the archetypal side of the self that is most dominant in this story. And today's story is the inner quest for the collective. Where is the collective going? What changes? What's coming new with the new moon? The sustainer. Oh, wait a minute. We have 2 here. Oh, we'll take them both. The self and the sustainer. So let's see what it has to say about these. Okay, the self. The soul, the witness, the watcher. The self is a prism that allows the spectrum of our personalities to radiate. It does not judge, prohibit, suppress, or oppress any of its parts, as it lovingly knows that all aspects have a time and a place and lead us to experience the full breadth of life's offerings. The self is the central abiding container, the awareness of the infinite universe of possibilities. When this card appears, it's a call to step back into witness consciousness, to observe yourself navigating the world. Ask yourself, am I the stew or am I the chef? In most situations, our ego draws us into the cauldron where we swirl, spin, and smolder in chaos. Yet the self is a graceful culinary dancer, watching, waiting, observing, as the spectrum of ingredients becomes the flavor of our life. Look in the mirror for 30 seconds or more and attempt to see the you behind the you. That's interesting for the collective. And we also have a sustainer. The peacemaker, the upholder, and the preserver. The sustainer, the second archetype in the trio of existence, works behind the scenes, tending to the tasks of life. They cultivate gardens, pay bills, keep the meals warm, and the mouth sweetly fed. The sustainer is at peace in the process of life, knowing there is no start or finish to humble yet meaningful tasks. They have a natural inclination to nourish others, to archive, to preserve Earth's resources, to consider the environmental impact and to see their role in the divine cycle of life. It's common for the sustainer to become overworked, leading to resentment. Their tasks aren't glamorous, and therefore the sustainer rarely receives the credit or attention. The sustainer longs to hold things in place so badly, especially relationships, that they resist necessary change. Take time with this archetype. It is within all of us and needs our love. And when in light, it's abundant, generous, supportive, and reliable. But when it's dark, it's overworked, resentful, trapped, and tired. So I think as a collective, we all need to look at ourselves as the sustainers, become the observers. Okay, now where is the archetypal setting for the journey that you're on? The stage or the backdrop that influences the story, or the energy that surrounds the situation. These cards are the places, the inner quest, the collective for the new moon in Leo, July 2022. The womb. The cosmic womb. Okay, here we go. The nest, the belly, the origin. Everything has an origin story. The womb archetype asks us to contemplate the beginning beyond the beginning, the mother beyond the mother. In a world that often negates the power and necessity of feminine principles, this card returns us to the warmth, tenderness, and sacred intelligence from which we came. It is a card of receiving, not achieving, of accepting love from the mother of all of us. She is a life-giving force that forgives and cherishes even the most wounded and desperate soul. No matter how lost you are, the womb awaits your return to help you heal and grow. This card is a call to keep things simple, to return to be reborn in the name of love. The womb is everywhere. It is beyond gender, beyond time. We are within it as it is within us. So as a collective, we all need to go back to the origin. Makes sense. Okay, let's find out what tool. The archetypal tool you must find, use, or give up so that destiny can unfold. The key to the situation, or the best tool for the task at hand. These are objects, concepts, skills, or moments that need your attention. Oh, that one flipped over. The ring. Ring. The infinite, the wheel, the connection. The ring is an image of connectedness. Rather than viewing life as linear, as a series of progressive achievements, the ring challenges us to sense the cyclical, infinite nature of our world and experiences. Beginnings and endings fall by the wayside as we practice seeing ourselves as part of the cosmic circularity of creation. For this reason, it's no surprise a ring worn on the finger to represent eternal love that surpasses space, time, and worldly things. So much can be projected into the archetypal image because it mimics the Earth's orbit around our great sun and the intimate bond between two lovers. It is the micro and the macro united. This card calls us to deepen connection with self, other, and the world at large. Meanwhile, there may be literal ring waiting to adorn your finger. And we also, the mask turned up. I think we should look at that as well. Let's see. The mask. The persona, the performance, and the reveal. These are the tools that we're using. We often think of a mask as something that conceals our identity, yet contemplate the possibility that the mask permits our true identity to be revealed. It allows. The mask gives voice to that which was previously rejected. When this card appears, an act aside of you that is seeking expression, yet was never given a role to play on the stage of your life. You are in the realm of theater, so anything is possible. Speak with the other's voice, embody the other's limbs. You are taking part in ritual of expanding the self. There may be mischief and deception around, and others may be trying on new masks too. No one is sure who is who. It's likely you've become so attached to a single mask that you need to fall face forward into this perception. Bending time, trust it. When in light, the mask reveals what has been suppressed, and when dark, it further conceals what is rejected. So they're all pretty much saying the same thing. We have to go deep into the self. Let's see what the last card reveals. This is the why, the deeper purpose of the journey, the mythic theme or challenge that you'll face. These are the big events in life that change us. This is what the entire journey is about. Well, this one flipped over. Closes. Let's see. Okay, this is the innermost knowing, the mystic truths. True knowledge is not found in facts and figures in scholarly books on library shelves. Rather, Gnostic points to deep and timeless archetypal wisdom that rises from felt experience of having touched the unknown with every one of the senses. Those who are drawn to Gnosis find themselves in esoteric studies, likely involving mysticism, alchemy, healing, or perhaps science. Knowing is their calling, not knowing is their job description. No matter how far the alchemist takes their studies, They come to the ultimate conclusion that facts slip toward mystery, and soon the mystery results in facts. The card signifies a knowing that is life-changing. Once you experience it, you are forever changed and become a guardian of nafs. The eternal mystery is calling you. Study your passion in the deepest way available to you. When in light, this is contemplating the mysteries and unanswerable questions. And when in dark, it is over-intellectualizing or literalizing, asking others. Those who say they know, don't. And those who say they don't know, know. And that was your reading for the new moon in Leo, using the Archetypes guidebook by Krans. Thanks for joining me. Enjoy the new moon.